Hey, what's going on, sports cars fans? Ray from Philly here. It's Tuesday, November the 8th. And this here is my contest video response for a fellow YouTuber, good friend of mine, Don of Don's Field of Dreams. If you don't know who Don is, I'm going to post a link down below. You should know who he is. Don's been around for a while already. I met Don for the first time at the National Atlantic City. Great guy. I consider him a good friend of mine. And Don wanted us to do a sentimental video of something that means something that is sentimental to you, a baseball card thing or memorabilia item. I couldn't really find a baseball card that was sentimental to me. I did used to have one. As you can see, I always don a lot of Philadelphia A's stuff. Here's a Jimmy Fox shirt that I'm wearing that I bought online. This is a 1929 Philadelphia A's hat that I bought from Shy Vintage Sports in Philadelphia a few years back, because my grandfather was the one who got me into baseball card collecting in 1979. So it's been 43 years that I've been collecting. And he was a big Philadelphia A's fan. I've said the story quite a few times since I've been on YouTube, which is like 7 years now. I actually just hit my 7-year anniversary this month, November 2015. And I always would hear tons and tons of stories of Connie Mack and Lefty Grove and Mickey Cochran and Frank Home Run Baker and his favorite player, Jimmy Fox. So tons of stories how Jimmy Fox should have broken Babe Ruth's single season home run record of 60 homers. In 1932, Fox hit 58 homers. And there was 2 homers that he lost because the game was canceled on account of rain. So he, right off the bat, definitely should have had at least 60. So I would hear them stories a lot. And my grandfather was a big A's fan, Philadelphia A's fan. So my goal next year on my bucket list for next year, you know how every year we always do goals and in January, goals videos. And one of my goals next year is to pick up a 33 Gaudy Jimmy Fox card in a PSA 1 or 2. So that's definitely one of my pickups for next year. But I do have other stuff related to the Philadelphia A's that my grandfather gave me in 1979, the first year I started collecting. So I'm going to flip the phone around and show you guys a closer look at these items. 2 items he gave me, and one item is something that's sentimental to me because I shared it with my grandfather in 1980, as you can see behind me. So, Don, great idea. I think it's a cool contest. Congratulations. It reached 500 subs. You'll be at 1,000 in no time. And make sure you check out Don's channel. And I'm going to flip the phone around and share with you the couple of items that my grandfather gave me 43 years ago and 42 years ago, another item. So hold on one second. Okay, and we're back. So the first item I'm going to be showing is in 1950, Connie Mack of the Philadelphia A's reached his 50th year in baseball. And in the stadium at Shy Park, before it was changed its name to Connie Mack Stadium, my grandfather picked up this book here called The Golden Jubilee of Club and Manager. Let me pick up the phone so you can get a better look at it. 35 cents, 1901 to 1950, Connie Mack and the A's. What's interesting is, and this is not in great shape, but he gave me this in 1979, so I've had this for 43 years. What's interesting is that elephant is a symbol of the old Philadelphia A's and still is a symbol, a part of the logo for the Oakland A's. But my grandfather had this elephant. It was forgot the material. I don't know if it was porcelain or something like that. I can't remember, but I remember my grandfather would have this in his table in his office down in the basement, and this thing was heavy. I mean, it would go easily it could go through a window. It was slightly different than this one. It wasn't this exact one that Connie Mack is holding, but it had a a drapery, I guess, on over the elephant's back with the A's logo on there, and it was blue, but it had the white ivory tusks on it. It was just unbelievable. And I'm not sure how he told me where he got it or how he got it, but this thing is really cool. It just goes through the history of Connie Mack and with the Philadelphia A's. I mean, I go through this from time to time, and it's just, I mean, I love it. Half a century in the A's dugout. Connie Mack at 87 builds for another pennant in 50th year as Philadelphia manager. I mean, this is all the team pictures of all the pennant winners from each year. Here's 1902. I mean, this thing is just amazing to me, and I will always treasure this forever. And the other thing he gave me was this, is also related to Connie Mack, my 66 years in the big leagues, the great story of America's national game by Connie Mack. A lot of people have seen this. Every card show I go to, I still see this in the dealers who have, books and magazines, Sports Illustrated, it's that kind of thing. So this is kind of common. I still see this a lot, but still, it's something that he gave me in 1979. This was something that I really, really love. This was something he actually bought at the ballpark at Shibe Park in 1950. So, I'll forever will hold my grandfather near and dear to me for introducing me to baseball cards and to the game of baseball and the history of the Philadelphia A's. I can tell you stories over and over about the Philadelphia A's. The other thing I want to show, let me put the phone down real quick, is, like I said, in 1979 was the year I started collecting, and that was the year he gave me these two Connie Mack books. 1 year later, in 1980, the Phillies won their first ever World Series, and this is what they call a newspaper. A lot of people, young people, really don't know. Look at the price of this, 20 cents. And this is Wednesday, October 22nd, 1980. And I've had this newspaper, ever since. And I should put it in some sort of plastic protection or whatever. But this game was a game that I went to, Game 6 of the 1980 World Series, with my grandfather, watching the Phillies' first ever World Championship for the franchise. So that's just a special year for me, near and dear to me, and the history of the A's. And will always love the A's. I don't care that they're in Oakland, because to me it's still a tremendous connection with the city of Philadelphia, is the Oakland A's. Even Kansas City A's, I don't care. A's to me are A's or A's. So so there you have it. I just wanted to I don't have a sentimental card, but hopefully next year, Don, one of my objectives, I'll make a video in January of one of my objective goals for 2023 of cards I want to pick up for my set registries. One of them is the 33 Galaxy Jimmy Fox card, which I still to this day cannot believe I don't have a Jimmy Fox card. My grandfather would be shocked if not to have a Jimmy Fox card. I do have Mickey Cochran, but Fox was his guy, and even though Fox is not in my 300 great baseball card set, just for sentimental reasons, I should have that card. But I just wanted to go over these couple of items real quick, and congratulations, Don. Cool idea, great contest. Keep them coming. You're doing a great job, and love the channel. So there you have it, guys. I appreciate all your likes and comments, and stay tuned for more PSA graded cards coming up very soon. Till then, like I always say, have fun with it, guys, and see you real soon.